This is Profiles, Camera B, 1 beta.
That was very close to my face, so next time,
Sorry.
just farther away.
Soft sticks.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shelly Wainscott. This is Profiles in Art and or Courage, presented by Manscaped. Trim your sack like a man, not for women. We're sitting down today with...
I am Jean-Luc Retourno Le Pen. I am an artist.
Could you tell me about your artistic philosophy?
Everything is about sex, except for sex, which is about death.
And could you expand on that?
No.
I've noticed that there is a lot of divine symbolism in your art on social media. Could you talk a little to that?
There is art in everything, you know, which is sort of a religious way to experience the world. In front of the canvas, you know, I am God creating the universe. And I think I can speak for all artists when I say that the paintbrush is a substitute for my penis. You know, when I explode onto the canvas, you know? It's a sexual act. Absolument sexual act. So, that is my philosophy.
The universe sort of flows through the artist, you know, so if I were to say flip a coin, I would get it right. So, you know, let's do it. Heads. Fuck.
Are you from France?
No. Buffalo, New York. Allez les bees.
So how do you have that accent?
Studied abroad in France for 6 months when I was at NYU. Oh, hated it. Awful, ugly country. Ugly people in that country. Motherfucker.
Do you find that smoking is integral to your process?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think you can credibly call yourself an artist if you are not just constantly smoking.
Sure.
You see, this is a Frida Kahlo, fairly successful artist. It's not an easy life, you know, I live, and
I mean, come on. You're literate.
women, you know, what can you do? This heartbeat, you know. I was going to clean the cards eventually.
Who the hell are you?
My God. You don't even know who I am.
No.
Jean-Luc Retourno Le Pen.
Do you speak French?
Oh, j'ai pas sûrement ça. My parents, they were cold. Mm-hmm. You know, my mother, she did not breastfeed. That was tough. But you know, my mother was a poet and an executive lobbyist for the tobacco and energy industries.
Great.
My father was a playwright and was also Jeffrey Epstein's pilot. So sad about what happened. He was a close family friend. My parents, you know, they pay for everything. Right. That is the only support they give me. Number one, let me tell you that. They'll never come to my shows. I think someone has told me that they loved me once, you know, and they were joking. Prehistoric man was born, walked around a little bit, jacked off in a cave, picked a couple of berries, and then died.
Hold it for about 5 seconds till that helicopter's gone.
Est-ce que je peux aller à toilette?
Are there any other artists that inspire you?
Sartre, Derrida, Foucault. But these are, you know, borderline illiterate hogs. They inspire me as much as a cockroach.
Could you talk a little bit about your process?
It starts with an idea, and it's like, you know, Jean-Luc, where do you get your ideas? I get my ideas anywhere. You know, watching pornography, eating waffles. I climb a tree, you know, look out, you know, and I see the people. You know, actually, camera, come back to me. If the camera could come back to me, thank you. Sort of a realist, a hyper-realistic painter. So it's like when you look at something that I draw, it's like, wow, you know, that is the skyline. Sure. I think we are finished.
Okay, so now we are looking at Jean-Luc's photorealist painting, which I have just revealed to be 2 red lines. Where do you see this there?
Maybe you don't have the eye, you know, so to speak. So the artist's eye, you know, I see, you know, in the blood, in the muck, you know, in the blood of the hillside, you know. This took about half hour, 45 minutes, I would say.
You would say this took 45 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just count to 60 seconds really quick. You, me. All right, let's start.
Either in French or English.
English, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
But you know what? If you can count to 60 in French, you can do that.
I wouldn't want
Okay.
to because you don't know.
Let's just go.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5.
Did your voice just change a little bit?
I think you must be mistaken.
Let's count again and let's hear. 1,
1,
2, 3.
3.
Not quite the same French accent that.
Is this lead based? Do we know?
Is he up? Is he up?
I just get it, Rick.
Are we ready?
No, we're fine.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Are you ready? Are you all set?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Could you tell me a little bit about what success means to you?
Absolument. People look at me and they say, Jean-Luc. They say on the street, I get recognized. You're such a cool guy. They look at me and my
And
accomplishments.
sorry, just to cut you off, what are your accomplishments?
What a ridiculous question, I'm friends with Moby.
Great. So as we're wrapping up, could you give some advice to some upcoming and young artists?
People come up to me, they say all the time, Jean-Luc, how can I be like you? Step 1, a 2-year ayahuasca retreat in self-discovery. Step 2, total ego death. Step 3, a chemical castration.
Just to clarify, no ego and no male genitalia.
No. That would be
Okay.
physical. You can get these drugs now at Albertsons, over the counter.
If you don't have an ability to take an ayahuasca retreat, do you have advice for artists then?
Don't be an artist. Tell the boom guy not to look at me. Do not look at me.
We gotta go. I can't be here any longer. This was Profiles in Art and/or Courage. I'm Shelly Wayne Scott. I can't do this anymore.